Jacqueline Moore. I'm a registered physiotherapist and a certified athletic therapist, and I work at Rebound Health Centre at the University of Lethbridge in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada.
Jacqueline, can you tell us what telehealth is all about?
Yeah, so telehealth is using modern technology, usually audio and video together on a tablet, a laptop, or a telephone, where your health professional or your health practitioner can reach out to you at the comfort of your home or your business via that technology and do an assessment or treatment over that technology.
Can you walk us through how a physio appointment would work?
Yeah, so a physiotherapy appointment or an athletic therapy appointment, what happens is that the client is emailed kind of a link to our virtual waiting room before their appointment time. They click on that. It is a secure website used for health practitioners. And so what you do is you click on it, you log in with your name, and you pop up into your practitioner's virtual waiting room, and they will see you, and once they see you and they're done with their last patient, they'll just click on your name, everything loads, and then it's like, oh, you blow up on their screen and they blow up on your screen, and so you are connected via microphone and video connection. We do use a safe website that was made for health practitioners.
So a couple of common questions we've got is people want to know if their benefits will cover for this telerehab, or if WCB, so workers' comp or car accident claims, can do this service.
Yeah, so most private insurance companies, so if you're your employer or ones that you pay into yourself, they have, because of COVID-19, approved telehealth as a valid rehabilitation technique, so we'll cover it. I would tell people to check or call to their private insurance companies just to double check, but most have. WCB has also put out a standpoint saying yes, they will support telehealth rehabilitation and assessment as well. So even if they were just, a worker was injured just now in this COVID-19 era, they can still be assessed and treated via telehealth. And with motor vehicles, sometimes it's per case, so sometimes the person will have to talk to their adjuster or their person that they contact at their insurance company just to double check. But almost all of ours have been approved for telehealth rehabilitation once we've talked to the person's adjuster, so they were approved in the long run.
So can you walk us through what an appointment would look like for someone for physio?
Yeah, so whether it be an assessment or a treatment, we can do both via telerehabilitation. So regardless if you're in the clinic or in telerehabilitation, we use multiple tools in our clinical reasoning skills to understand what a person's injury is or how it came to be and how to treat it. So a lot of times we use a history. So we look at the history of the person or the illness. We look at the injury and the history of the injury as well. So how did it happen? Where did it happen? Where does it hurt? What makes it hurt? What makes it feel better? We also look at movement patterns of the injured area and the surrounding joints in that area. We also do some palpation, so we actually get hands-on and palpate the area. We also do special testing around the area as well to see what's damaged and what's not damaged. So the one difference with telerehabilitation is I can't palpate. I can't get in there. I can't feel the area. So obviously, if I had to choose which one's better in clinic versus telerehabilitation, I have that palpation in clinic. But that's really the only thing I don't have in telerehabilitation is the palpation. So all of my other clinical reasoning skills are still intact. And so with telerehabilitation, I'm still getting people to move around. I'm still asking people about their symptoms. And so it's just kind of a different way of assessing someone or treating someone. So you rely a bit more heavily on the history, on the person's movement patterns, on their aggravation of symptoms versus touching the area.
So we know how the appointments work now. Can you tell us a bit about how it's been working so far?
Great. So pleasantly surprising. So a lot of our patients, especially new ones, once we assess them via telehealth, they kind of sit back after the appointment and go, oh, that was actually really good. And I asked them to clarify, and they're like, well, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how physio could treat me or assess me via a telehealth appointment. And they're very pleasantly surprised because they get a lot of good education, they get a lot of good hands-on techniques that they can do to themselves, and they get a lot of great exercise prescriptions to help with their injuries. So it's great. People are pleasantly surprised, and I can see this going forward actually being beneficial for people who are in maybe faraway places. We're kind of in Lethbridge, Alberta, and people come from from a few hours away, and if there's bad roads or bad weather or they feel sick, we can now follow on telerehabilitation so they don't miss a beat in their rehab by having to wait a few days or a few weeks to get into the clinic. We can now deliver that to them via telehealth rehabilitation. So it's a great alternative to in-clinic for certain populations, especially now with COVID-19, and I do think it's going to be sticking around for those certain populations who can't come into the clinic to get hands-on therapy.